Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm here with Tim from Tactical Walls. Tim, how you doing?
Great, Tim. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming out, man. So anyway, today what we want to talk about is how you can tactically hide things in your house without necessarily using a safe, hiding things in plain sight, right?
Right, absolutely. Hiding things in plain sight. There's many ways, and people have been doing it for a very long time. There's a lot of cool tricks of the trade, but what we wanted to do with Tactical Walls was give the customer a little bundle, a little package, a little real easy to install variety of products that they can use throughout their home.
You have everything from tissue holders that hide handguns
Yep.
to big sliding mirrors like we'll take a look at that we just recently installed.
Yep.
You have the shelves that hold rifles and handguns.
Yep.
I mean,
We got a big TV cabinet.
I've seen the TV cabinet. You guys should check that out. It's somewhere on Facebook or even on your YouTube channel.
Or on our website. Yeah,
Website somewhere.
Page. Yeah, it's in there.
Somewhere
it's
in
the
social media.
page.
But it's a really cool little setup where the gun rises up, or the gun rack rises up out of the table and goes back down. Not necessarily as practical there, but that's just like a really cool demonstration of what you can do.
Oh, yeah.
But the more practical stuff is kind of stuff we're going to take a look at this afternoon.
Yeah, some of the real basic stuff, the real meat and potatoes of the business.
And what's really neat, guys, again, is what you're doing is hiding stuff in plain sight. Now, it does secure the firearms, or not even firearms. You can put whatever you want in there.
Right, absolutely.
We're talking tactical, and we like guns, so we obviously put guns in ours.
Yeah.
But you can hide other stuff in there. But what's really neat is once the stuff is installed, it just blends in. It does not look like you've attempted to hide something or conceal something in your home. Now, what is something like the mirror system? What does that cost?
We got 3 different size mirrors right now, and they run anywhere from the $250 price range up to just at $500. And you can add to them. You can add and accessorize, and you can like really build it up if you want with a bunch of magnets, lights, and other accessories.
It's pretty cool. I mean, in the vertical mirror that we installed today, I have a SCAR, a handgun, a knife, a flashlight, and I have room for 3 or 4 more handguns.
Yeah, you can definitely get a couple more handguns.
Magazines,
in there for
yeah.
sure.
So but when you look at it externally, it's unassuming.
Right.
We were talking about the wall that we installed it to. You can actually walk around behind the wall, and you can see as you're just standing there, just completely narrow. It
Everything
does not
fits
say,
in a nice slim little package right in the wall.
You would have no idea that there's something in there. Now again, it is secured. It uses a magnet and lock system. So if you don't have the key, unless you have a magnet, you'd really have to break the thing open to get inside of it. But you wouldn't want to break into it simply because it's not a safe.
It's not a safe. That's one thing we definitely I've always said from the beginning, that everybody should go out when you start to get a nice collection of guns, go out and you get yourself a really nice, well-built safe. Right. But our products are an accessory to that. It's almost considered concealed carry for your home.
Right.
And you might put a rifle, like we did today, put the SCAR in there, a rifle and a handgun. Just enough for some self-defense for maybe 2 people. So that way your collection's locked up in a really great safe. And then we've got our products that are also locking, but it's quick access.
And if I'm going to be out of town for a while, I'm not just going to leave the guns in the tactical walls. I'm going to stick them in the safes that I already have that are.
But the beautiful thing with the tactical wall is that for customers who maybe their collections do not necessitate a safe just yet, it does give them a place where they're not keeping it hidden under the bed anymore.
Right, or in the closet. I see so many people putting them in the closet, like you said, hiding them under the bed.
Handguns not in the sock drawer or the underwear drawer. I mean, it's not tricking anybody.
Basically, the first place a criminal will look when they're going through your house looking for something of value.
Right.
In the closet, under the bed, the typical hiding spots.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, while they're looking under the bed, they won't think of the full-length mirror over here.
They're walking right by it.
They're walking right by it. Well, let's talk about how easy this is to install. Now, myself, I'm not necessarily a handy guy with tools, but you came out, and we were doing the installation of both of these different types of products. We had one where we had to cut a hole in the drywall, and we had one where basically you just bolt it to a stud, and both seem to go in fairly easily. So just a basic skill set with tools.
Yeah, and both, an entire product line, but both of the products we're talking about today are designed to work with standard traditional 2x4 walls, 16 inches on center. And in one of the projects today, it's great, we have the opportunity to show that you can overcome some challenges in where you want to place it. So it allows to show the versatility. So this isn't even I don't want to say worst case scenario, but it's definitely not the simplest and most typical scenario.
But even then, it wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't horrible at all.
Basically, what we're talking about is when we went to install the full-length mirror, we had a stud right in the middle of where we wanted to place the tactical wall. And so what Tim did was basically take that section of 2x4 out. We ran over to Menards, picked up some new 2x4s, had them cut to length at Menards. We didn't even have to use any power tools really to do that ourselves.
No.
And just placed the two studs on either side. That's what the tactical wall
we
bolted right up
scabbed
to.
it right in. And that being said, it wasn't a load-bearing wall. So
Right.
you do need to know at least what you're working with
Right.
exactly and how you're working. And we also have customers who, will have a contractor come in, and you get a contractor on site who knows, all the code and everything. They can really help you out in a
Right.
sticky situation. But
And for them, it would go really, really quick.
oh yeah,
really,
they got all
really
the
simple.
tools. They know what
Yeah.
they're doing.
I mean, it would be a very, very fast, easy
they're
job.
definitely not a couple of Tims.
Right. We're just lucky we didn't run into any power lines, right?
So, yeah. Well,
that
we've seen
that
in
could
the
make it a
past,
little bit
too.
more.
Yeah, that could make it a little bit more shocking.
But so anyway, with the what are some of the other products that you have now? We're talking about the shelf, and the shelf is so cool, guys. What I wound up putting in there was my crank, a magazine and the gun, 2 spare magazines, and a Makarov, and it held that spaciously. I still had some extra room. But what other stuff do you have? You have some smaller.
We've got 4 different size shelves now, and they all mount to the exterior of the wall, so there's no cutting. They're really simple to mount.
Mm-hmm.
We have the issue box, where if you have an issue, grab a tissue. And you've got the issue box. It's nice and small. That's a non-locking product.
Okay.
But so there's considerations there for who.
If
the
you got kids in
customer
the
is.
house or something, you might
Whether
want
that's the right product for you or not, and that's your call. We also have a tactical clock. It's a wall clock. You'll mount it up on the wall. Again, this is one that doesn't require any hole to be cut in the wall. 4 screws. That one installs in 5 minutes probably, if you're bad with a screw gun.
Yeah,
But,
it holds a handgun,
And it'll hold a
magazine,
handgun. Yep.
flashlight, stuff like that.
Exactly. Basic, real small loadout.
What's kind of nice if you have a house that's multi-level, like I have 3 levels to my house, you can put firearms at the ready in different areas of the house.
You can stage
Yeah.
your personal defense, your home
Right.
defense, because you may be downstairs, you may be in the family room watching a movie or something,
Right.
and you don't want to have to run up 2 flights of stairs to get what's upstairs.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. Sometimes if you have a home invasion, you have that fast react, and if you don't have a gun on you, you want one in close proximity.
Real close, yeah.
And this allows you to do that. So, what are some of the stuff that you guys are working on now? I mean, is there anything you can talk about? No. Why'd you have to ask that?
There's plenty I can talk about. I don't know how much of it I want to or reveal or.
But you guys are always working on new products.
We
right?
always are. We do. We've probably got a half dozen different things that are, in some capacity. We don't ever bring anything that's not ready yet,
Right.
And I know that that's kind of a foreign thing sometimes in many industries, but we want to make sure whatever we do bring, we're ready to go with it. And so we've got half a dozen or so, 2 or 3 that are real close, and to the point where we've taken photos, shot some video, and probably seeing some new product releases here at the end of this year.
You're going to roll anything out at SHOT Show? SHOT Show's coming up in January.
We are working on some big things for SHOT, more with modifying our existing product line in ways that will give certain customers more options.
Okay.
What we've been asking. Customers been asking for a while about, X, Y, and Z, and, we do what we can with the time and the budget to accommodate when it makes sense. So.
Well, one of the things I thought was really neat about the 2 products that we installed this afternoon is they come mostly complete, right? So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
there's not a whole lot of assembly involved. Really, it's just a matter of putting some with the shelf. It's super simple. I mean, really, you're just looking for studs. You're figuring out where you're going to put your screws in. You're done. The other one, the sliding full-length mirror. Again, it was just a couple of major pieces.
Yeah, if you really
packaged really well.
Yeah,
I mean, even UPS couldn't even get to it, guys. And you could see the outside of the box was beat up. We're like, wonder if the mirrors are still intact.
We were wondering if we were maybe not installing them here today.
That's right, and and you guys you'll see that. I'll roll in some footage of what that packaging looks like. It's really well packaged. So, yeah, I mean, what does it cost typically to ship? I mean, if you're talking about something that's like 50 pounds, let's say.
We recently just rolled out a flat rate shipping.
Oh, really?
So, and it's not across the board. It's for different
Below
size
48.
items. But
Okay.
because typically we were finding that stuff is far, because we're based in Virginia. So to ship something of that size to California, we were looking at anywhere from $45 to $60, depending on how far out, like a country lane someone might live.
Right.
And we got some people calling and saying, "Hey, man, shipping. That's we know that's probably scaring a lot of people away."
Right.
So we worked to see what we could do with getting that better, and we created a flat rate system. It's tiered based on different size product.
Outstanding.
But
that definitely helps.
It does help people. They don't get into the cart, get all excited. Boom, you get hit with a $60 shipping charge, and
Like wah wah
yeah,
wah.
exactly. So.
Right. It's like that big extra bill. It's almost like paying the tax man or something.
Yeah.
People get turned off by it. I know I've done that. I've actually canceled orders because of that.
Oh
in the
yeah,
past.
yeah. You're just like, the idea's great, and you just got $250 for your birthday, and you get in there, and
Now it's 300.
now it's 300. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the tactical walls. Tim, thanks for coming out,
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Greatly appreciated. If you guys want to support the Military Arms channel, the best possible way to do that is to shop at Copper Custom. And you can find us at coppercustom.com. Also, if you want to find out more about tactical walls, where can they find you?
tacticalwalls.com.
Pretty easy to remember.
Tactical Walls Facebook,
You're on
Instagram, Twitter. What other stuff?
That's pretty much everything.
Pinterest.
And
I think we're
look
on
for a
Pinterest,
guy with a big,
Yeah, look for a guy
fuzzy-
with a beard and a big wig.
and a paint palette, and there's some pretty funny stuff these guys
That's
have come up
that's
with.
actually at United States of Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Is
the
it
YouTube.
really?
It's the United States of Awesome YouTube.
Guys, you got to check that
Go
out.
check
If you
that
want a good
stuff out.
laugh, go check that stuff out. And also, please be sure to swing by and check out Full 30. That's full30.com. We've taken all the web's best firearms content creators and brought them under one roof, and that roof is the full30.com roof. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys soon.